Hi everyone, Neko here with another recap. Today's show is about a student who has fallen in love with the shogi club president, but he can only date her if he can beat her in shogi, and she beats him every time. I hope you enjoy it. Ayemutanaka is a first-year high school student. Ayumu and his third-year classmate Urushi Yaetome are the only members of their school's shogi club. Urushi is the club president, and is very good at shogi. When they first played shogi together, Ayumu had told Urushi that she looked nice. So Urushi began to suspect that Ayumu had a crush on her, and tried to make him admit it. Urushi has tried offering him a hug and a kiss, but her efforts don't seem to faze Ayumu. Instead, Ayumu has decided that he will only confess his feelings for Urushi if he can beat her in shogi. Later, Urushi sees Ayumu being scouted by the Kino club due to his physical prowess. But although she gets worried, he assures her he'll stay with the shogi club. One of Urushi's friends also decides not to join the club because she has a boyfriend, so Urushi asks Ayumu what he would do in that situation. His answer makes her think he might want to be her boyfriend, but he sticks to his promise. Even though Urushi doesn't like PE class and physical activity, she goes because Ayumu encourages her. Ayumu's compliments keep affecting her, and she tries to be strong, but Ayumu's closeness while playing shogi weakens her resolve. After school, Ayumu offers his umbrella to Urushi for their way home. The happy Urushi hopes that in the future they can share more umbrellas together. On sports day, Urushi's friend Maki makes fun of her for being so close to Ayumu. Ayumu does well in his events, so some boys want him to join their sports club. But when Urushi tells them about the shogi club, they pretend they don't know about it. Ayumu sees that Urushi is sad and promises to make their club more popular and get more members. Urushi says that would make her happy, which makes Ayumu even more determined. They nervously hold onto each other during the three-legged race, and they keep tripping. Later, Ayumu gets a challenge written on a slip of paper during a game, and he carries Urushi to show the referee. This makes her feel embarrassed. In the library, Sakurako Mikage hypnotizes Takeru Kakeru into joining the shogi club when Ayumu asks him. After school, Ayumu tells Urushi that he found another person to join their club. They celebrate with teaki, a delicious treat. Urushi accidentally praises a shogi piece with Ayumu's name on it, which embarrasses her but also makes Ayumu happy. Meanwhile, Sakurako and Takeru enjoy teaki together. One day at school, Urushi wants Ayumu to notice her new hairstyle. After Sakurako takes Takeru away, Ayumu gets a bit jealous when Urushi compliments Takeru. In the library, Takeru asks Sakurako if she likes someone, but she says no. Then she asks him the same thing, and he lies, saying he doesn't like anyone. They promise to help each other find love someday. Later on, Ayumu asks Urushi to go on a date. She doesn't say no, so he looks for her at their culture festival and finds her selling yakisoba. He decides to help her, and when they're done, Urushi agrees to the date. They have a really good time together. After Maki finds them and teases them, Urushi admits it's her first date, and Ayumu is happy about that. They go into a haunted house, and Urushi is surprised when Ayumu holds her hand. Takeru and Sakurako are also in the haunted house, and Takeru gets scared and yells, which frightens Urushi. Afterward, Urushi says she had fun, and Ayumu asks her to call him by his first name, making her embarrassed. One day Ayumu gets really scared when Urushi tries to scare him, and it makes her feel upset. Then, because Urushi says she's cold, Ayumu puts her in a box. While they're cleaning their club room, Urushi finds an old DVD player. She asks Ayumu if he has any DVDs. At first, she thinks he might have something not suitable for kids, but she's relieved when it's a horror movie. Urushi agrees to play a shogi match with fewer pieces so Ayumu can win. Before he can say anything, a teacher comes in and ruins their moment. Later, Takeru and Sakurako decide to spend Christmas together while walking home. Ayumu tells Urushi he actually wanted to say that he wishes to beat her in a fair game and wishes her a happy new year, which embarrasses her. Ayumu feels sad because he couldn't ask her out. On New Year's Day, Maki leaves Urushi after they meet Ayumu at the temple. At that moment, Ayumu asks Urushi if she'll spend Christmas with him. They get their fortunes, and Urushi tells Ayumu she wished for their club to become official. Ayumu reveals he wished for her wish to come true. One night Urushi has a dream about Ayumu almost kissing her. The next day, they go to a library. Ayumu buys shogi books and finds out Urushi's favorite manga. He then asks her if she thinks about him, which makes Urushi feel shy. She takes him to a restaurant, and the chef tells Ayumu stories from her childhood. When they're near Urushi's house, they see Kin, her cat. Ayumu starts calling Kin cute names, and Urushi thinks he's saying those things to her. They almost kiss when Ayumu catches Urushi after the cat jumps on her. Meanwhile, Takeru and Sakurako watch a movie where Sakurako acts like the female main character. But she can't kiss Takeru because the ending is different from the book's ending. Outside, she asks Takeru if he would have liked the other ending, and he says yes. Later that night, Urushi accidentally video calls Ayumu. They chat, and Ayumu says he feels like they're together. Urushi hangs up when Ayumu falls asleep, but she's too embarrassed to sleep herself. Valentine's Day arrives at the school, so Urushi gets Ayumu chocolate as Maki teases her and tells her to find the right time to give them to him. Later, Sakurako stops Takeru from going to the shogi club by taking the chocolate she gave him. Meanwhile, Urushi practices how to give her gift. But when she sees Ayumu looking uneasy, she gets too nervous. She tries to sneak the chocolate into his bag but trips, and shows it by mistake. She gives it to Ayumu nervously, and he's happy about it. In another place, Sakurako gives Takeru a chocolate with a heart on it. He likes it after eating it. Some time later, they all study for their exams. Sakurako teases Takeru by whispering in his ear. Urushi asks Ayumu if they're dating and mentions that it's clear Sakurako likes Takeru because of how close she gets to him. But Urushi gets too close to Ayumu herself and quickly backs away, feeling shy. On White Day, Ayumu gives Urushi a gift. He then confesses that even though he answered all the questions right on the exam, he put it in the wrong section, so he has to take a special class. He later has to tell a disappointed Urushi that he can't play shogi for a bit because he needs to study. Later, after the exams have been graded, Ayumu and Urushi, along with Takeru and Sakurako, go to find out their new classroom. Urushi is happy because she's in the same classroom as Ayumu. The next day, Urushi meets Maki's friends, Miku and Hinano. The following day, Urushi and Ayumu make flyers to invite people to their club. Ayumu remembers when he joined the club a year ago. While he was walking with Takeru to join the kendo club, Takeru explained what love felt like. Suddenly, a girl named Rin Kagawa appears and wants Ayumu and Takeru to rejoin the kendo club. Ayumu agrees to a match where if he loses, he'll join the kendo club. As they get ready for the match, Urushi remembers all the things they've been through. She realizes that even if her club becomes official, it won't matter if Ayumu isn't with her, so she rushes to see the match. Meanwhile, Ayumu wins the match, which means that he can stay in the shogi club to Urushi's happiness. And since Rin loses, she agrees to join the shogi club. Now that the club is official, Urushi has Ayumu play a game against Rin. She becomes surprised when Rin wins. Urushi gets nervous because of Rin's unexpected skill, and becomes worried that if Rin wins at shogi against her, Rin will take over as club president. But Ayumu encourages her, and that helps her match against Rin. Later, Urushi asks Ayumu if he would have liked it better if they were the only ones in the club. His answer makes her feel shy since he appreciated when it was just the two of them, so she tries to playfully tease him back, but Rin interrupts them. Later, Rin asks Urushi if she likes Ayumu. Urushi says no, but she admits she would be happy if Ayumu liked her. After Takeru confirms this to Rin, Rin informs Urushi that Ayumu had actually left the kendo club for Urushi. Rin remembers she wanted to get better at kendo so she could confess her feelings to Ayumu. So, now she wants to help Ayumu get better at shogi to confess to Urushi. Afterward, Urushi throws a party for the new club members. She thanks Ayumu for helping the club become real. Urushi goes near Ayumu, but just to take a petal off his neck. They both feel embarrassed because Ayumu thought she was going to hug him. One day at school, Ayumu asks Urushi if she wants to hang out on the last day of Golden Week, a week-long holiday for their school. But she's sad when she finds out it will be a club trip and won't just be the two of them. Later on, Takeru and Sakurako are looking for 4-leaf clovers, and there's an awkward moment when Takeru finds one signifying their connection. The next day, Urushi is waiting for Ayumu and Rin, and when they show up, they all go to the arcade where they meet Takeru. They play some games, and Ayumu and Urushi take pictures in a photo booth. Meanwhile at school, Sakurako tells Takeru that another boy said he likes her. She asks him how it feels to like someone, and he starts to describe what having a crush on someone feels like. Soon, by remembering their time together, Sakurako realizes that she might have a crush on Takeru after hearing him talk about love. One day Ayumu visits Urushi's house where they talk about Urushi's dad. Just when Ayumu is going to leave, Urushi's dad arrives, and Urushi gets nervous and takes Ayumu to a restaurant. There, Urushi says she was nervous because her dad gave up his dream of being a shogi player. When they're found by Urushi's dad, Ayumu challenges him to a game of shogi, but her dad wins. After the game, Urushi's mom tells the real reason her dad quit, which makes him unhappy. At school, Urushi tells Ayumu and Rin that she's going on a school trip for 3rd years next week. Rin decides to help Ayumu practice while Urushi is away. After school, Urushi hangs out with Maki, Miku, and Hinano, while Ayumu spends time with Rin. Later that night, Ayumu meets Urushi and gives her a lucky charm before she leaves the next day. Later during the class trip, Urushi, Maki, Miku, and Hinano go to different places in Nara. Meanwhile, Ayumu, Rin, and Takeru have a meeting in the club room at school. Ayumu then practices shogi more with Rin. In Nara, Urushi and Maki play a game of shogi in their hotel room. After that, Urushi texts Ayumu. On the 3rd day, the girls spend time together. But later that night, Urushi waits for a phone call from Ayumu since they are separated on the trip. Eventually, Urushi and Ayumu are able to talk on the phone together, and they have a pleasant conversation. And later on the last day of the trip, Urushi accidentally loses her good luck charm when she bumps into someone. Just as the girls are about to leave, Urushi realizes her charm is gone and she starts looking for it. After a while, she finds it, and the relief of finding the good luck charm causes her to fully realize her love for Ayumu. Rocky, who has noticed Urushi's growing feelings for Ayumu, is happy that her friend is finally understanding her own feelings. Meanwhile, Rin and Takeru tell Ayumu that he might finally be ready to challenge Urushi in a shogi game, with the ultimate goal of confessing his feelings for the club president. Meanwhile, during lunch, Rin wishes she had told Ayumu she likes him, but she decides not to interfere. Soon Urushi arrives back from the trip and she gives out souvenirs to the shogi club members. Later, Takeru and Sakurako claim they have to work together in the library, and Rin excuses herself so that Ayumu and Urushi can be alone together. The scene is set for Ayumu to play a shogi match against Urushi so he can tell her his feelings, but he can only beat her if he has a handicap. So even though he technically reached his goal, he decides he will wait to confess his feelings when he can actually win against Urushi without a handicap and with his own skill. And this is all for this video. Make sure to subscribe if you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one.